Good morning, guys. Miss seeing you. It's been good to FaceTime and phone call with many of you. It's so helpful to me to stay connected in a time where, I don't know, we're just kind of in the same room so much and doing the same things kind of over and over again. What a refreshment to be able to chat with so many of you. So let's keep connecting. If you've been following along with us, we're in Hosea chapters 11 and 12 today. I'd like to really key into chapter 11. It's one of my favorites. So the book of Hosea, we've seen again and again that Israel or Ephraim is unfaithful. They have been sinning against one another, letting social injustice take place, along with worshiping Yahweh. They've been going off and worshiping other gods as well. And they've also been putting their hope in foreign alliances with countries like Assyria and Egypt. And here in chapter 11, we see such a beautiful poem to capture the head and heart of God in response. And we have, I don't know, we see the warring emotions of God just within himself in this chapter. We see God's just anger here clearly in verses 5 and 6. It says, "They shall not return to the land of Egypt, but Assyria shall be their king, because they have refused to return to me." Right? Israel has wanted to put their hope in their relationships with other countries, and God lets their relationships with other countries come to fruition, but it's not what they thought. They're going into exile. What they've been putting their hope and trust in has betrayed them. And God is justly angry and allowing Israel to get what they've wanted. But then here in verse 8, we see God's compassion that's bursting forth, overcoming his anger even. It says, "How can I give you up, O Ephraim? How can I hand you over, O Israel?" And later in verse 8, "My heart recoils within me. My compassion grows warm and tender." It is right and good, and again just for God to discipline and to punish unfaithfulness in many ways, but we see the heart of God overcome that, and even more so we see in the next verse, in verse 9, this mercy and love, and this final statement by God in response. It says, "I will not execute my burning anger, though it is right to do so. Not ultimately. I will not again destroy Ephraim, for I am God and not a man, the Holy One in your midst, and I will not come in wrath." And so I ask this question to us this morning: is how is it that God can set aside his righteous wrath? How is it just that God can do that and instead give us, his unfaithful people, mercy and love and remain faithful to us? And the answer is ultimately in Christ, in Jesus. I'm reminded of those lyrics from "We Will Feast" by Sandra McCracken. It says, "Every vow we've broken and betrayed, you are the faithful one." But it is because Christ has received our just punishment on our behalf that we instead can receive the mercy and the love that Christ alone is worthy of. So spend some time reflecting on chapter 11 today, of God's fatherly love for you that is ultimately possible and just through Christ. Love you guys.